What's up, guys? Sollertis Gamer here, and I hope you're having another fantastic day. With Hogwarts Legacy 2 weeks away, there have been a lot of leaks and rumors popping up, and I wanted to tell you guys about some that will definitely affect how you play the game. In this video, we'll go over some of the secrets that have been revealed in brand new gameplay, including some new spells we haven't seen, like this one that was posted by YouTuber jorraptor, showing a spell that allows a student to walk on walls. Or this one posted by French YouTuber Julian, I'm not gonna attempt the last name, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, that shows a character receiving a howler, which you might remember Ron receiving in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. But we'll also go over some new details about the houses, including the fact that each one of them, except one, will have their own storyline, with one of them including a visit to Azkaban. We'll also take a look at a couple maps that were leaked from the Hogwarts Legacy art book that give us a detailed look at the layout of Hogwarts, why the house you pick can affect your storyline, as well as why Quidditch is not in the game, although we can fly around the stadium, and why it may be available as a DLC in the future. By the way, I'm launching this channel with a giveaway of the Deluxe Edition of Hogwarts Legacy on the platform of your choice. We'll reach out to the winner before launch, so I wish you all good luck. So all you need to do to enter is be a subscriber, so click on the link in the pinned comment if you want a chance to enjoy what I believe will be an amazing game for free. Also, if you like this content and want to see more, don't forget to hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel, and subscribe for more awesome Hogwarts Legacy content. I also want to mention I'll be using preview footage from some other channels, so we'll have a link to those channels in the comment section below. So there's been a lot of footage, tons of footage released that shows the amazing attention to detail the Avalanche team has put into this game, as well as broom flight in this beautiful open world game around the massive castle that is Hogwarts. But there are myriad scenes that play out depending on where you are in the castle, like this one from YouTuber Benjamin Snow, where you can hear students complaining about why Professor Black canceled Quidditch.
Professor Black was terrible before he decided to cancel Quidditch. That decision was the icing on the cauldron cake, if you ask me.
Having this explanation is actually refreshing, because it leaves the possibility for us to see the minigame later, perhaps in a DLC, if the professor changes his mind or is later removed from his position. Or like this one that shows a student receiving a howler, which is a rather unpleasant self-reading message that literally yells out its contents in the sender's voice, as we saw in the Chamber of Secrets. Now, this particular message is from this student's parents, admonishing him on the fact that if he continues his current behavior, he'll never become an Auror, which in the Harry Potter lore are dark wizard catchers who function sort of like the FBI agents of the Muggle world. You may remember Auror standing guard just inside the gates of Hogwarts in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince when the Ministry of Magic was worried that Death Eaters would attack the school. Now, another example of these location scenes is where Peeves, the poltergeist, is accosting this poor Hufflepuff student while it seems he's already late for class. Now, this was mentioned as a scripted event by the developers to the user Retro Raconteur during his playthrough. Now, these events will happen in specific locations, but I hope this isn't something that happens every time you're in these locations, as I think it would kind of break immersion. But it makes sense if it's something that only happens once. If so, these events help to increase immersion as you actively and passively experience the world through other people's situations. Additionally, there are other things that add to immersion, such as environmental animations like this dragon hedge that starts moving when you're in close proximity to it. It also starts breathing flower petals instead of fire when you cast spells at it. There's also a moving dragon bas relief inside Hogwarts above the Hogwarts motto, Draco dormiens nuncum titilandus, which means never tickle a sleeping dragon, and as you might have guessed, Draco Malfoy gets his first name from the Latin word Draco in this phrase, which means a terrifying beast that spits fire, or more specifically, a dragon. Or we have the famed living portraits, like in this clip from Games Radar that I'm sure we're all familiar with from the movies. There are also these puzzles that show up, like this magic mirror that shows the location of a clue. Now, when you go to this location, you'll find a moth, and as we know from the adage, like a moth to a flame, moths are attracted to light, so if we use the Lumos spell, we can attract this moth to the light at the tip of our wand and bring it back over to the magic mirror where we initially saw the clue. The moth will take its place on the mirror, which solves the puzzle. Or this knight in armor, which salutes you when you come near it. Or these mermaids that float around this beautiful fountain. There's so much attention to detail in this game. You'll also find students practicing their magic in and around Hogwarts, sometimes unsuccessfully, like this student getting soaked by rain as a dark cloud follows him overhead, or this student using a spell that allows her to barely manage walking up walls. It's also common to see students flying on brooms all around Hogwarts. These interactions will likely change depending on the time of year, as it's been confirmed there are 4 seasons that visually affect gameplay both inside and out of Hogwarts, but also the time of day, as there is an active day-night cycle that affects the scripted scenes you might encounter, as well as the number of students you see roaming the halls of Hogwarts. However, the seasons will only change after key moments in the story. Now, Benjamin Snow also mentions that there are less students roaming the halls at night, as most have retired to either their common rooms or dormitories for the evening. Now, in this clip from MK Ice and Fire, we can also see professors walking around their classrooms, whether they're teaching or not, and even librarian Agnes Scribner complaining about how students don't read enough. It's also been revealed that your character can encounter ghosts roaming the castle at night, although it's not clear if these can happen anywhere or only in specific locations. We've seen Sir Nearly Headless Nick, as well as a few other ghosts in-game, like in this clip where we see Rowena Ravenclaw's daughter, Helena Ravenclaw, also known as the Grey Lady. We can also see this bust of Ignatia Wildsmith and her commenting on how inconvenient travel was before she invented Floo powder. I'll have another video about this and other means of travel in Hogwarts Legacy coming soon. Speaking of traveling around Hogwarts, I thought it would be a great idea to share a couple of maps that have been leaked that show the inside of the castle and the surrounding area outside in great detail. We can see the location of Hogwarts in relation to the Black Lake beneath it, the Forbidden Forest to the right of it, as well as Hogsmeade beneath the Forbidden Forest. The second map is more detailed, and here we can see the Gryffindor and Ravenclaw towers, as well as the Hufflepuff Commons and Slytherin dungeon. We can also see the Great Hall on the east side, as well as Transfiguration Court on the west, and the library just below that. And of course we can see Clock Tower Court at the top of the map. Along with this map, it was also leaked that there are 3 side storylines that depend on the house you picked, with Ravenclaw getting the short end of the stick with no side storyline. Now, these storylines will show the player different cutscenes and take them to different locations, although they will eventually converge to the main storyline near the end of the game. It was also leaked that one of those 3 houses of either Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, or Slytherin will have a trip to Azkaban as a part of their storyline, as well as the fact that there are more than 100 side quests in the game. Keep in mind that these maps and info on the storylines are from leaks, so we can take them with a grain of salt, but they do look pretty authentic to me, so we'll see. Also, there are links in the description for the actual official Hogwarts Legacy art book, as well as the official game guide, so make sure you check those out. So if you enjoyed this content, again, please don't hesitate to hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as I will continue to cover news, gameplay, updates, and many more secrets about Harry Potter and Hogwarts Legacy, as well as other games. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you a fantastic day and a happy and prosperous life. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Never go.